this next one was.
It
Oh,
looks like
this I think this is talking about
an attack on an American ship.
yeah, the USS Liberty.
Yeah.
I think that's what this video is.
Attacked the U.S. military. What? Killing 34 American crew in
Oh, in
international
19
waters. A case of mistaken identity, or just
67.
another ploy between
Oh.
the U.S. and Israel to draw America into yet another forever war. The Liberty was ordered to steer clear of Egyptian waters, but no one told the crew. The captain's request for protection from a naval
This is what
destroyer
got
had
us into the
also been
Vietnam War.
denied.
Yeah.
Who needs protection? Israel planes ID'd the ship as American, not Egyptian. They attacked anyway, following orders, blasting the ship with torpedoes, bullets, and napalm, and even targeting the lifeboats. Israel came prepared. They jammed the radio, but one brave sailor rigged an antenna and got it functioning, and he made an SOS call. The Sixth Fleet was then dispatched, but Washington then recalled the rescue. The only person jailed for this accident was an Israeli fighter
This is
pilot who
Gulf of
refused to
Tonkin
fire on the American
attack.
ship. Can you say false flag? In 19...
Whoops. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was what got us into Gulf and Tonkin. That's what got us into Vietnam right there.
Mm-hmm.
Was where the Israel ships or the Israel planes attacked the USS Liberty, and then they blamed it on Vietnam.
It's also the only U.S. naval ship that's been sunken by another nation since World War II,
Yeah.
and it was sunken by an ally on purpose.
I wonder
And the
if-
only person who was jailed or punished it in any way for it was somebody who refused to pull the trigger.
yeah. And it's not the only war that
No.
Israel had their hand on in getting us into war.
Mhm.
I wonder if Mossad had anything to do with 9/11.
I wouldn't be at all surprised.
They openly, on a radio show in Israel, they openly said that they were there to watch the whole situation go down, so they knew beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Not surprising. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know about the USS Liberty.
No, nope. And that right there, the USS Liberty, that's completely declassified.
Yeah,
Like that's an open. You can go find.
you can look it up. Yeah. When we sent the carrier strike group out to the Mediterranean, excuse me.
The two carrier strike groups.
Well, when the first one went there, this was the first thing that came to my head.
Oh, Gulf of Tonkin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first thing that came to my head was the USS Liberty. I was like, oh, let's see if that happens again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
definitely during 9/11 they had the thermite in the basement. That's openly
Oh yeah,
that was openly like when they did studies on it. There's thermite down in the. That's why they.
that's what the next one is. I think that we have is talking about 9/11.
Oh, do we have a 9/11 one?
I think we do.
Oh, nice.
We'll have to let this video start back over again. Yeah. This is. Yeah, we'll let it start over.
Yeah, it's got to run all the way through, and then. Oh yeah, it's Bob Bin Laden's family.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely there was. That was detonated from the inside, and a lot of people on the ground that day reported hearing it too.
Yeah, well,
Firefighters and like everybody that was there was
Yeah.
like, yeah, there were multiple explosions.
Yep, some of the firefighters that survived, like in like right while they're on the street, like what being asked what happened, they felt the explosions.
Yeah, you could feel. Yeah, they were saying you could feel the concussion, hear the booms.
Yeah.
Definitely, pretty shady.
Al-Qaeda's role in all of this was.
I think Al Qaeda is made up. The FBI came out, I believe it was 2006, and actually said, this is verifiable, they had no concrete evidence linking Osama bin Laden with 9/11. Osama bin
He was a
Laden
CIA
worked
asset
for
anyway.
the Central
Timothy
Intelligence
Osman.
Oh, there he says it right
Agency
here.
in Afghanistan. He helped us fight the Russians when they were in Afghanistan.
And we fund-
He was
yeah,
a
we fund the
CIA operative.
Mujahideen.
CIA helped orchestrate 9/11. It was their plan. George Bush's father was having lunch with Osama bin Laden's brother or cousin that day or the day before 9/11. So there's some business dealings going on that they don't even talk about. Another
Who is
fact
this
that
guy? Do you know
can
who
be
this is?
verified. After 9/11, they shut down air traffic for a few days. No planes were allowed to fly. The only plane that was allowed to fly was Bin Laden's family. They put them on government jets and flew them out of the country. They let them go. They set up Bin Laden to take the fall for this.
Absolutely. And
The
then
dude
they
looks
killed him.
familiar, but I can't remember what his
He
name
does.
is.
I can't
He's
think
a
of his
general.
name. Look at this huge patch on his shoulder here.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a firefighter. Look at this
Oh, he is
badge.
a firefighter. Okay.
He must be like a chief or something.
He looks familiar though.
He does.
But yeah, the Bush family, the Biden, Bin Laden family have a really long tie together with
Mhm.
dealings with oil. There's so much stuff with 9/11.
Yeah, and it's all open information. You can Google it all. There's so much connection to
Yeah.
between these people.
the fact that like during the whole when Bush was at the school and with the words that he had the kids reading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was like plane tower or plane building, something like that.
Oh, the weird little book reading thing that he was doing when he found out about the second plane.
Yeah.
Which I think there was some other videos I had saved somewhere that from people on the ground that day that I didn't see a second plane.
Yeah.
Like there was no second plane, according to a lot of people. If you saw it on TV, you saw the plane, but was it added? Especially because a lot of footage shows it as like a black. It looks like a black airplane, and there are none.
Yeah.
There are no black commercial airline.
I have
All Elites TV show.
I have seen with my own eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, All the Elites TV show. It really was.
yeah,
It really was basically that for them, except for real people died.
right.
But it is their TV show because they don't give a crap about real people.
Right. It brings them excitement.
It brings them excitement, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the stuff that happens that somehow on the dark web or something like that, they are fucking betting on everything. It's disgusting.
Yeah. I have seen one black plane that was similar to that.
Really?
That was during 9/11, and my ex-wife's father seen it with me. Her father is not a conspiracy theorist. Doesn't believe any of that crap. Anytime that I would bring up anything about 9/11 or anything, it would always be an argument between us.
Okay.
Okay?
That sounds right. Yeah.
Now, we both seen this plane at the same time because the power of the house shut off. I told you about this story before. Power of the house shut off, and all of a sudden we see this black plane just cruising over, completely silent. And we could watch the neighbors while it was going.
What? That's wild.
All the power goes out, and he like when I talked to him about it, he's like, "What the?" He's like, "What the fuck was that?" I don't know what the fuck that was. It was a black plane, and it was completely silent going over the house.
And the power was just like cutting off as it went. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm like, "What the?"
Huh.
I've seen it with my own eyes,
Wow.
but it was like he's somebody that you've had those people. We start talking about somebody and they're just completely closed off.
Openly just deny it.
Just
Yeah.
and it causes like a huge argument. You're like, okay,
Yeah. That's
That's how
when you're
he
usually
was.
okay. That's enough of that. Yeah.
yeah, that's how he is.
Okay.
And when we both seen it at the same time, he's like, what?
When was this? How long ago would you say?
Probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, maybe longer than that actually. Hold on. 10 years ago.
Wow.
9 or 10 years ago, yeah.